So today we are unboxing this LiFePO4 27,000 BTU 110 volt pool heat pump. That is the 35,000 BTU pool heat pump that we've been using for over a month now. We got this one refurbished, and as you can see, it's repackaged in the same package. Pretty beat up. But it's what's inside that counts, not what it looks like on the outside. So will this be a deal or will it be junk? So looking at the box, it, like I said, is pretty beat up. So why don't we take and cut this thing open and see what we have here. Now, usually when you open these, this is a box inside of a box. And so it is pretty well protected even when they ship it second time. Usually these have dents in them or some type of a cosmetic is why the original purchaser sent it back, because it was dented or just cosmetically wasn't looking brand new. So a lot of times these have never even been connected to the pool pump. They opened it up and they just sent it right back. So that's what we're hoping today, is that we will get one that was sent back. Now, buying these things refurbished, you can get them a lot of times 40 to 70% off. So we took the box, just comes off the top there, but you gotta use two hands to get it out. And right there, when they shipped it, they had that plug sitting on top and it was scratching it, so that's not a big deal. We're not really worried about scratches. So it has a plastic fin cover there for the fan blade. So we're gonna get this out of the box, and down in the bottom of the box, we found this Amazon return. Now, we purchased this on eBay, but this was a return for Amazon, and you can see that it is dented in right here. So looking at the black screw-in pieces for connecting to the pool plumbing, we can see that there's no water in there at all. That doesn't even look like this was ever connected at all. So that's a good sign, meaning that it was just cosmetically dented. There's, the rest of it looks like it's okay. I don't see any problems on anything else. A little bit pushed in on the back from the side of the box, but I don't think that's going to affect the actual efficiency of the pool heater. So this pool heater is 8,000 BTUs less than the other one. What we're hoping to do with this is to run this overnight, which is only around 1,300 watts. And actually, I did connect this up after I did the video at first before I published it, and it's been running for 2 days and it ended up running flawlessly. I had no problems. Now here's the parts. You got feet right there, and then you got your union valves where those screw on right there, and then the other piece is actually glued onto your PVC pipe. You put it through there and you would glue it on. Now usually these are like 1.5 or 2 inch, or you could use one or the other. So, and then they give you a drain plug for the bottom and a drain hose to run it away from the unit in case you don't want water, because this does create condensation. Now you got the actual user manual that helps you to figure out how to install this, and also the manual to connect the Bluetooth app. So don't worry about what the packaging really looks like on these things, because the packaging is just to get it there. on the outside. But, you know, expect it to be scraped up a little bit when you get these things. Now, this plug has a breaker on it, and it's for 110 to 120 volt. And one of the things we noticed on there was the plastic protector was still on that plug for the metal parts that plug into the outlet. So that's a good sign that it's never been used. Now in this one, it only uses, it says you should have 1,500 to 2,000 gallons per hour, as where the 35,000 BTU, that is 18 to 2,400 gallons per hour. Now this one's supposed to use around 15 amps at 110 to 120 volts. And the other one, the 35,000, uses, it's around 13.5 amps at 230 volts. We wanted to get the one with 110 to 120 volt where we could plug it in either to the grid outlet or to the off-grid solar outlet. But we were able to figure out that I was able to set it up so I could just pull the fuse pole out of the grid and put it into the off-grid fuse pole AC disconnect. Just showing you the label on here of the specs, and this is R410A on that one. I believe both of these are R410A, and you can see that we insulated the pipes there. Now this one, like it says, it uses 12 amps, as where the other one says it uses 15. But we're using 12 amps at 230 volts. It actually comes out to around 1,500 to 1,700 watts. And actually looking at the running that for 2 days before I did this video, it was right around 1,000 to 1,300 watts for the 115 volt plug-in 27,000 BTU. And you know, that's supposed to be 1,500 to 2,000 gallons per hour. And I'm running this pool pump at 2,000 RPMs, which is around 30, I think it was around 3,400 gallons per hour. Almost twice of what it should be, but it's still able to raise the out temperature coming out of the pool heater by 3 to 4 degrees. So I'm not really worried about that too much. Both of these have a screen, like a wire mesh on the back to protect the coil, the bluefin coil there. And they seem to do a pretty good job at it. You know, I get a lot of leaves or feathers from birds and stuff in there, and I take a blower and I blow those off, and it just blows those right out of there. So they're easy to clean. I don't even use any water. I just use a blower, and it blows the anything that gets on those fins right out. So this is pretty much it on unboxing. The packaging was really beat up, but you know, overall when we installed it, it ended up working. Now that fibro pool that we have connected here right there, all we had to do is disconnect the fittings. We had elbows, 90-degree elbows on there, and we had a fitting on there that we could unscrew. And that was the same exact fitting that was on the back of the 27,000 BTU pool heater. So we were able to just disconnect the 17,000 fibro pool heater and take and unplug it, and then just tighten those unions back up on the 27,000 BTU and plug it in, and it worked. Now, I will say one of the things that I noticed about all three of my pool heaters that I've had, actually four, the fibro pool, the 27,000 BTU Varpool Fay, the 35,000 BTU Varpool Fay, and the 127,000 BTU pool heater, all electric heat pumps. One of the things I noticed was when you go to plug it in and start it up, it is usually set on cooling the water for some reason. And most people may not be able to figure it out that you need to change it over to heat. The nice thing I like about the app for these is on the app you can actually click on the bottom and you can click on heat or cool. It's not so easy to do on the actual display on the pool heaters. So it's much easier to do with these pool apps that are on your phone. So we're going to go ahead and, like I said, we're going to install this, which by the time I redid this video, I had already installed it for 2 days. That's just the Amazon return label they put in it. So I bought it on eBay, but this was actually an Amazon return. So, we ended up saving over half off on this. And to have a little dent in it, it still works. Been running for 2 days and it's running just fine. So, but anyways, if you'd like to collaborate with me, you can contact me at DIYSolarGuy1@gmail.com and let me know if you'd like to send me some products to test for you and do videos on. I'd be more than happy to do that if we can come to an agreement. And pretty much it. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you have any questions, I usually respond back within minutes to hours. Very rarely is it over 24 hours. So hope you enjoyed the video and check out our other 200 plus videos. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a truly wonderful and extremely blessed holiday.